22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Patriots on Monday Night Prime Time.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Well,
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
he had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Throwing, Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Short little throw to Ebron. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They go play action. Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They run with Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
first and goal. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Patriots have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Harris. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 6-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce.
Let's go, baby. Let's
always. Go. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Harris shreds the tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Bust through the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Harris. There's the stiff arm.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one? That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Yikes, terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
2nd and 10.
Throwing Jones. And off the deflection, it's caught. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Now Jones. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fighting through. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll run with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is Harris on the draw. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Off the play fake. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This is Harris. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. The Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. It's caught, Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. New England on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Trubisky will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Harris trucks over him. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's another carry for Harris. A nice little juke, a solid stiff arm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
He's got Smith here.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. Into the secondary past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Trubisky's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect him to call a couple.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down 10-6, 1:53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Jones. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Jones. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they take a knee.